Ricky Williams, he's down to a 78 overall, 8 years in the league. I think he's going to keep declining, so the running back position is something we're going to need to address. You can see he gets about 1,300 yards a year, so hopefully he can stay on par with that this year. In the wide receiver room, David Boston dropped down to a 90 overall. I think he was a 91 or 92 the year prior, so small decrease. Chris Chambers is injured right now, so that's why he's a 51 overall. I know, surprising, right? But I think he dropped very little in overall. He's 6 years pro. Maybe he could still be increasing. Irving Strickland went from a 63 to a 64, but his catching jumped up to 90. Just a guy we needed to keep around in his second year. Snoop Minnis went to a 64 from a 60 overall. I think he had 60 catching, so his catching also improved. He's a 5-year guy, so he still has a little bit of room to improve. I know he's just a fan favorite. I believe AJ Feely was a 75 last year, so he dropped down to a 73. His strength and accuracy seems to be about the same. He's actually our highest overall quarterback we have. Now, this was surprising. Randy McMichael, he jumped from a 79 to an 81, I guess. I thought it said 82. His catching is 91, so I'm going to throw up some jump balls, have him for 4 more years. Donald Lee, the backup tight end, he jumped up to a 72 also. He has a little better blocking, so I like to have him here. Lee Butler, I don't remember what round we drafted him last year, but he went from a 75 to an 80, so just a beast of a center. He's our future guy in only year 2. Awesome. Vernon Carey, one of our guards, went up to a 77 overall, and Geno James is at a 70. We're going to need a guard if Taylor Whitley doesn't improve quick. Also, we're going to need tackles. Wade Smith and Damian McIntosh seem to be their same overall, 74 and 70. Jason Taylor, one of the guys that's been with us for a while, 10-year pro, 84 overall. We got him on a fat contract. We could hold him till he retires. I just don't know how long I want to pay him the money. He has 92 pass rush. He's our number 1 D end right now with Uganlay right behind him at 83. I think Benny Jennings was a 60 overall last year. He jumped up to a 63. Harry Barnett, the other OLB, I think we signed, we didn't draft. He went up to a 66, so I think he improved a little more than Benny Jennings. We might see him in the 80s one day. Jeffrey Lambert, love this guy. I think he was backup behind Zach Thomas last year. Only got 6 tackles, so barely played, but he jumped up to a 79 overall, really stepping up to fill in that ILB role. Probably our inside linebacker of the future. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We signed Surtain to a massive, 6-year contract in year 1, and he's already down to an 82 overall in his 9th year. Next year, we might see him at 78, 79, and we're giving him so much money with so much bonus. Somebody I'm thinking about getting rid of is Sam Madison. He dropped to a 75 overall. He also has a fat contract. We could save about $5 million in cap room this year if we cut him, so something I'm considering doing. Craig Hamilton went to a 64 overall. He had a forced fumble and 2 picks. And lastly, but certainly not least, one of the big highlights of last year, Sammy Dennis. I think he was a 70 overall, maybe a 73. He jumped up to a 79, which is just awesome. I thought he should have been defensive rookie of the year. He got snubbed. But yeah, 79 overall and only his 2nd year, so he has a bright future with us.